Oh, well, shit. Yeah, let's go live.
Here we are, fuck it. We'll do it live. That's how we start the show. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Rose. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Billie Jean. Hello, Christine. I'm glad those last two rhymed because it made me sound like a semi-professional. Thank you very much.
More professional than me.
Oh, no, never. You've been live streaming since like a long time. Holy fuck, man! How long? How long
Since
were
the
you
Reagan administration.
Holy shit! He was just on. They were at the Reagan Library on Fox News Sunday that my mother was watching. I was like, how the fuck can you watch Chris Wallace? He's so boring. Hello,
He
Elizabeth.
is. But you know what? I'll give Wallace one thing. If he would have did that fucking interview with Baldwin, it would have been much better.
Oh, like that is for sure. He would have. He does ask decent questions most of the time. I feel like that's correct. But he has no charisma. I don't know
No.
what it is about him that he is the real life version of what we thought Brie Larson used to be, which is a fucking wood plank.
Yeah. You know, the more I watch Brie with these ads, the more you realize, and like, look, I know there's some people in
I love
chat.
the Nissan ads.
Yeah, where you're like, I don't like Brie Larson. I get it. But I realized more and more, and I said this in my review. You remember when I did my fucking 4-hour review because I had to justify myself to those fucking crazy fans, where I said, Brie Larson is not a bad actress, but she's the kind of actress that needs to be directed. There's two types of actors or actresses. One who can ad lib, like, you know, your Joaquin Phoenixes and
or an Owen
stuff
Wilson,
like that. Or Owen Wilson, he's another one. You got your actors who can make a script work if it's shitty, and they just kind of do their own thing. Like, you know, Nick Cage too. He's another one. Like fucking Ghost Rider. That movie should not be entertaining. But when you watch like the behind the scenes and you watch the movie itself and you see how much fun he's having, you can't help but to go, yeah, this is a shitty movie, but God damn it, Nick is trying. And then like you got Brie Larson, like great actress. If you give her material, she can make it work, but she has to be directed well. Now, when you had Captain Marvel, you had a first-time director, or first-time female director. You had a first-time male director.
Oh God!
And a person
Senate.
who needs. What's up, Senate?
He says, use odds here and no Husky. What the fuck?
yeah, it's a flip day. The dog took some time off. Shout out, he's rebooting his batteries, recharging. You know, we all have to from some time.
The
You can't be
cybernetics
crazy.
need an upgrade.
Yeah, you can't be like us. We have no recharge. I think we run on autopilot.
we just do it. It just goes.
Yeah. We're just like, what's the plan for tonight? Fuck it. We'll make it up as we go along.
Why not?
I mean,
is there a better way to do it?
If there is, no, we haven't found a way.
Did you just walk into a tin can?
I'm checking doors because somebody just locked one outside door but didn't walk out of another one. So now I think people are just fucking with me.
What's up, KFD?
No, like, dude, okay, so we have two doors, right? You know, in the mall. And you have the one that leads to the outside lobby. And this motherfucker unlocked the first layer, left the lock propped so he could open the door, but then kept all the other doors to the outside locked. And so now I'm confused. I really think now that the stores are just trolling me because no one's in here.
Oh, you make me cough. Oh, God, you bastard.
I'm like, they're like, he'll do it. Extra fucking 5-second walk. I'm like, fine, I need to lose weight, fuckers.
Is that true?
Uh, I'm
I
not
know
gonna
that I
lie.
do. I put on a little winter weight, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's not necessarily good because I already had winter weight to start with.
Yeah, it's a little weird for me because yeah, I haven't done martial arts in a while. I'm kind of losing my cut, and like the girl was like, "Oh, bitchy." She
Oh,
was like,
so
"Oh, you're getting
she's
a little."
actually not lying anymore when she says you're getting fat?
Yeah, she goes, "Well, look at you," and then she did the doughboy noise, and I'm like, "If you're trying to encourage me, I'm closer to suicide than I am to like working out. So thanks for that." She's like sitting there last night going, "Woohoo!" and I'm like,
So, the lovely Sherry says, hashtag another Cuomo bites the dust. Did you hear that story?
no, this is gonna be good. What happened? We lost a Cuomo.
Oh,
We could throw a
yeah,
party.
CNN, the most communist news network, decided that because of all of the substantial allegations against Chris Cuomo for inappropriate sexual conduct, they fired his ass.
You know what pisses me off, and people are gonna hail this as CNN taking a tough stance and blah blah blah. How long has this motherfucker been working for them? This is the shit that pisses me off about all these movements where we had that Twitter argument where I'm like, you're just now getting rid of this person and you're going to pat yourself on the back. How many years has he worked for them? Like, this shit
Oh
should have been
God,
done years ago.
I don't know how many years he worked for him, but he'd been a creep the entire time. Like
Yeah.
we're cheesing it up live. Cuomo, both of them, but finally this one actually lost his we'll just call it microphone. Anyway, he's like a block of cheese, and when you get a little bit of mold on the edge of the block of cheese, you just peel it off and then you still got good cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, this son of a bitch is molded straight to the center.
Yeah.
I
He's like
don't
that.
know what the redeeming quality is of Chris Cuomo. Like he could go sell hair gel now. Probably get on board with that. He'd be good at it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That man does have fantastic hair. I thought it was fake for years.
Oh, apparently this played
No,
into
it's
it
for
as
real.
well. Sherry says it's because he helped his brother legally, which was not allowed. As in, but that's the other half of the story. When all of the what do I want to say? They're not allegations anymore, but all of the fuck, what's the word? Doesn't matter. All the women that came out and said that Andrew Cuomo did something to them because there's all kinds of different stuff. Inappropriate touching is how I would say that all of it would be classified. He was digging up dirt, as in Chris Cuomo was digging up dirt on the people that Andrew Cuomo was being accused by.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
I
hey,
remember
you can
that.
use this against them. You can use that against them. Like, but you're right. What the fuck took him so long?
I
Because you're
mean,
right. He's gonna be.
would
They're
you?
gonna be lauded. They're like, look at the trash that they took out at CNN. I'll be like, yeah, but you let it fester in the house for years and years. Who just keeps trash in the house for years?
Not to mention too, they're trash
Uh,
to begin with. So to really rehaul CNN, you'd have to like rename it and fire everyone and get completely new staff. Like at this
Hello,
point.
Carmen.
Hey, Carmen, and thank you for the hello. I appreciate it.
No, that was a Jerry Seinfeld. Hello, Zod. That's a lot of
Boom,
D's.
boom.
Like doing D's like that is tough. Fuck.
Hey, not to just come on here, but you are a different channel, so I'm gonna do it anyways. And did you know that there's gonna be a Phantom Zone exclusive tomorrow?
Was a what now?
A Phantom Zone exclusive. I am gonna
Oh,
have
you
a
actually got
special
all of.
guest.
Oh, Nick Cage.
If only. Like I wouldn't be able to contain my excitement. I'd have been on Twitter Nick
So
Cage, motherfucking Nick
you're
Cage is
telling me
coming to my show.
Nick Cage isn't going to be standing there supervising?
Oh, he's gonna be supervising. But I got another YouTuber, a little bit smaller than us, just starting up, but has some great takes, and they're gonna join me on a discussion of the first 5 episodes of Dexter New Blood. It's technically halfway through the season, so it's like the mid-season final, and yeah, we're gonna give our take on what we think of the season so far. Which, spoiler alert, it's fucking amazing. If you're not watching it, go watch it. Um, and yeah, I'm saying this season might be my favorite over season 1, and like right up there with season 4, which I consider its 2 best seasons of Dexter. So uh, it's like a hard reset on the series. It almost feels like they started over again. That's how fucking good it is.
Starting over is a good thing.
Sometimes, man, when you have a season like season 8, it's what Game of Thrones would need to do. Like, they acknowledge the season happened in the show with like the timelines and stuff, but they cut out a lot of shit that happened in the season. Like, yeah, we don't need this, we don't need this, this we need. Otherwise, people ask questions. But yeah, they kept like the good ideas and they cut out all the shitty ones.
The Senate Christmasified says an exclusive from Zod. God help us. And then
I know, I'm moving on up.
He has a question, or would like you to clarify. He says, "I heard Dexter ended like fucking shit. They made a
Oh,
reboot."
yeah. And it was a reboot that happened because the show's original creator, he left after season 4, and you could tell. And so when the new season started, Michael C. Hall was approached. He said he wouldn't do the show without the original creator. So the original creator came back. Now, it's getting really good ratings, but I'm hoping the way they're setting things up, they're just going for an ending, because I think if they continue on, it would be a big mistake. Like, but I'm pretty sure, like, it's too good. It's one of those seasons, like we all say, season 4 basically killed the show, because you had John Lithgow as one of the greatest fucking serial killers of all time. He was his performance was like on there with fucking.
Wait, you talking about when he killed his wife in
Yeah,
what was it, Trial and Error?
yeah, and it's like every fan knew, and I said it too coming in the other seasons. I'm like, you can't. How do you top that? And the showrunner knew. He wanted to stop, like, end the show after that season. And I was like, yeah, it's like once you do something that big and you actually commit to killing like a well-known cast member, there's nowhere you can go from there but down. Like, you don't have an option to go any higher unless you kill your lead. And that's what the showrunner said.
You always want to go higher.
Yeah. He goes, the way he originally wrote it was only going to be 5 seasons. And, eventually he was going to resolve all of the stuff on season 5. And so when he came back, he kind of went through and fixed everything from the final season that they fucked up. I mean, the best he could, because he still had to follow the storyline. But
Billie Jean says, "Be a Gouda and be great and shred the like button."
ooh, that's a nice tag.
It's a lot of cheese puns. I love it. The Senate says,
Oh
"It's
yeah.
a show about a serial killer. I'm guessing he kills worse people, right?"
Oh yeah. He's a killer who kills serial killers. He has a code that his police captain father instilled into him. So he taught him like police procedures and how to like clean up after a crime scene and not get caught. And it's hilarious because he has all of these rules, and like the first rule and like last rule of the code is don't get caught.
So, speaking of serial killers, what do you think about these serial killers? Well, that's funny because only the 3 white guys are serial killers. The black guy as far as I know. I mean, unless you count being a hero and killing somebody as a serial killer, he's not. He's just a regular good vigilante. You know what I'm
Like,
talking about?
yes, I do. And I gotta say, for me, I find it funny that people justified Sam, and don't get me wrong, I like Sam as a character. I think he's charismatic. Anthony Mackie's like one of my favorite actors. But I love how the show downplays the fact that this motherfucker, when I watch it, he killed more than one person, man. Like, he was hitting people in the head, which,
Which
like,
one?
dude, that thing's dead. Fucking Sam.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he took out more than one person. Like, yeah, he smashed some people ridiculously hard and still had that goddamn game-winning smile on his face.
yeah, look
I
at him
can't
go.
stay mad at you, Sam. I can't stay mad at you.
The only one that looks serious here is the one that fires a bow and arrow. You got to be serious when you're firing a bow and arrow. That's a deadly weapon, man. Not everybody can just go out there and be firing bow and arrows. It's not like you want to fire your bow and arrow at a clock tower and destroy the whole fucking thing.
Like, like, here's the thing too. When you take out the bow and
Spoilers,
arrow,
people. Spoilers.
when you take out the bow and arrow, people are already going to look down on you. So you've got to have that serious look. They're gonna be like, "Are you fucking
really?
serious?"
You pull out
Yeah.
you pull out a bow and arrow. I got magic godlike powers over here. I got a steel
It's
fucking
like,
arm. I crush all your fucking arrows. I have a shield for deflecting arrows. You better be serious.
yeah, like, because you get Iron Man. See, Iron Man could come down listening to Iron Maiden and shit because
You mean AC/DC?
yes. I was just going for the soundtrack that was also on there, but I like to think when I'm listening to it, I'm listening to Iron Man's playlist. And by the way, who hates Imagine Dragons? Husky. Iron Man has Imagine Dragons on his playlist. Just FYI, like, first song. So suck it. Anyways, you got Tony Stark, right? He jumps down. Bad guys are scared because he's got the music blasting. He shoots missiles. It's a bit of a threat. Maybe not to Thanos. He'll tickle a little bit, but he's got to take him serious, right? And then you got fucking Hawkeye who just pulls up with his bow and arrows. Well, mine explode.
Okay.
Like,
the Christmasified Senate says, is anyone doubting the Avengers didn't kill anyone? The fuck everyone kills in the MCU except Spider-Man. Okay, well then I will. Yeah. If this is the case, which I agree with, I'm going to ask the question in reverse. Which one of these four has killed the most people?
Oh, Loki. I'm definitely gonna. Dude, Loki is about stabbing people in the back.
Hold on. Let me rephrase the question slightly. Who in this group has killed the most people since the MCU started? Because obviously Loki's been alive for a long time. So just being alive.
I still say Loki.
Who did he kill?
He killed Thor how many times?
What do you mean he killed Thor? How many? He didn't kill Thor. He never killed Thor.
Okay, in my villain mind, he did. Just Thor had some bullshit magic.
What are you talking? Like, he never killed him, not once.
In my headcanon, he killed him.
Okay, Loki shows up in the Avengers. How many people did he kill in the Avengers? Like, explicitly.
I'm pretty sure he killed some people. I mean, I know he fucked up a security guard. I'm pretty sure that guy was dead. Remember when he...
Oh, for sure. He ripped his eye out.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure he killed some people in that gala scene. We only remember that he got stopped with the old person because Captain America is the fucking man. R.I.P. Cap. But I want to say, like, on his way to there, if you weren't under his mind control, I would say he racked up quite a body count in the first Avengers. They just did it off screen.
The Senate says your headcanon is retarded, Zod.
I mean, not wrong.
What's this little star about? What are all these options? You can put users in timeout in StreamYard now?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they
Somebody
just.
look that up. What's a star mean?
I have no clue.
It just turns the comment blue. Does it change anything when I show it then? No. That's stupid. What's the freaking star for? Or is that it stars the person? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't play with new features.
Unbelievable. Figures. Okay,
But
so
I
have
will.
you
I will
watched all?
say.
God damn it! Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say Loki was a pretty top contender, but Bucky was around since World War II. So are we counting that? Because Bucky was assassinating motherfuckers like off screen too. So
Yeah, we can count that.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to say
how
it's
many
between.
how many people did he kill on screen just in the Winter Soldier?
Killed the wife there or the maid. Fuck him. The maid.
I thought Robert Redford killed the maid.
Oh no, that was right. Robert Redford killed the maid because she saw them talking.
I'm sorry that you saw this. Pop pop.
I mean, but to be fair, can we kind of give him a half point for that because he was in the room and that's why he had to kill him?
What's up, Happy Dinosaur? No, you cannot. But
I mean, because Robert Redford would have shot her if he wasn't in the room.
How many people driving down the road did he kill in the car chase?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he blew up like cars with like two people at least minimum, and he blew up 3 or 4 cars in that crash.
I'm sure somebody out there's made a video tracking their kill counts. I mean, how many people did Hawkeye kill just in Avengers Endgame?
Yeah, not to mention, we still don't know about Budapest. He could have just fucking taken out a bunch of people with Black Widow in Budapest.
That's very true. We still have.
So, I mean,
you and I remember Budapest very differently.
I'm just saying.
What's up,
they
Happy
still
Dino?
haven't.
Did I say that already?
Yeah. I'm just saying they still haven't confirmed Budapest to us yet. That's the only mystery we don't have. Disney, where's the fucking Budapest flashback?
I mean, I would say that they could still make it happen, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible now, unless they do the Hawkeye exclusive Budapest, and you only ever see the back of Black Widow, so that they could put somebody in her jumpsuit and a wig and be like, "Yeah, there she is."
I mean, I'd be fine with that.
I would be fine with that too. I mean, it'd be a little disappointing to not see them interact in Budapest, but I just want to know what the fuck happened. And I don't even necessarily care what happened. I just want to know. It could be super lame. They could be like, yeah, we sat there and then we went and got an ice cream.
and drank a Coke.
Right, that was it. Product placement. Thank you. We got paid and then we left because the target wasn't there.
Like, I love how the MCU, I'll give them credit. The MCU are masters at taking events and like making a big deal out of them to where people actually theorize what happened for years. Like with the Avengers name. No one was really asking for that. But then when they brought it up, it was curious, and then we fucking found a stupid fucking answer. Or Nick Fury's eye. Which again was a stupid answer, but still, they created that.
Nick, it got taken by somebody he trusted.
Look. The only thing that I like about that, thinking about it now that we've had time to calm down and everything, the one reason I like that scene now is because of all these fucking people with cats that tell me how cute they are. And I'm like, motherfucker, Fury lost an eye.
Cats typically aren't cute, not like dogs. They're not as cute as dogs.
I've been saying that for years.
Billie Jean says, I'm not your mama, but please be great and shred the like button. Yes, people, shred the like button and share the cheese. The cheese is the stream. Like, go to that little share button on the screen, and then you click that share button, and then you got a social media. Like, what? I don't know. Send an email to your cousin. I don't give a fuck. Like, does your cousin like the MCU? Does your cousin like one of these characters? You don't even have to like all the characters. You could just be following one of the characters or two of the characters. But if you're only following one, it better be Sam Wilson, or else you're a racist.
Yeah. I say that the one character I'll follow, but you know, I guess Proper has already established I'm a racist. So I say the one character that I'm following is Hawkeye.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. You say you're following Hawkeye, but of these four characters, you watched all their shows or no?
I watched enough to get the gist. Some of them I only watched.
We're having a gist conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Some of them I watched the first episode. I was like, nah, and then people bitched about the season final, so I went through and I watched the episode before the season final, because when you watch the last episode, you don't get enough context. You normally have to go back an episode. So I watched the one before the season final and then the season final. I did that
What's
for
up,
what up?
I did that for Hawkeye and Bucky, and then for Loki, I watched the last two episodes and I was confused. So I went
What are
back.
we talking about?
We're talking about Marvel's Men in Disney Plus, and which one, the question is right now, has the most intriguing storyline to you?
Hawkeye, easily.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Easily.
I feel like you're just being a homer for the color purple.
That too.
He's like, oh shit, Hawkeye's in purple now. He's a best Avenger.
And he has a nice lady to compliment him as well. You know.
So you got the hots for Haley Steinfeld.
Yes, I'm starting to kind of get the Haley fever.
Yeah. Thank you, Purp. Can we acknowledge? Okay, let me just get this out of the way. How long has it been that since we've seen a young actress who can actually act? Like, she is very likable. She is one of the most likable characters I've seen in Marvel in quite some time. And
very
putting her,
I would love to lay her down.
This sick fuck. Okay, to be fair, I think she's 20 something in real life. I'm following her on Twitter.
Yeah, she's old as hell.
But
she can drink.
Shit.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I don't know who cast this show. And I don't know if it was a fucking accident at this point, because Marvel has slipped up quite a few times. So I don't know if this was an accidental hiring, like they didn't realize how good she was going to be. But I'm just going to say it. If this show winds up being he passes the mantle to her, I'd be fucking completely fine with it. Yeah, she is just like
she fits right in with the
version of
universe.
Hawkeye. Huh?
Yeah, she fits right in with the universe.
Oh yeah, to a T. This is Disney. Disney, if you're listening, this is how you appropriately set up your characters. I'm watching the show. I know you can do it. Get your shit together. Keep it on this path, because
that's what I'm saying.
She's very likable.
Hold on.
And if Kingpin shows up in Hawkeye, bro, well, he's already there.
Man,
but
I'm gonna lose my shit.
If we see him, that puts Hawkeye over all the shows easily. It's already my favorite show out of all.
So you're
all
telling me before that it was Loki or Winter Soldier?
Loki's the worst.
Loki's the worst.
Yes, that
No,
shit's boring. All that shit is exposition walking. Exposition walking. Oh, Kang's here? Multiverse. That's all that setup was.
What a giant friggin' monster.
No. Don't care.
It's like a fight in every episode.
We didn't need Loki did not need a series to explain all that shit. Like,
What do you mean to explain stuff?
he didn't need a whole series.
It's just his story.
It's trash. It's not even like the real. That's not even 2012 Loki. That's my problem with the whole shit. It's like that's Ragnarok Loki. That's not 2012 Loki.
What do you mean?
I see what you're saying. He's. I do agree. Like, he's not cutthroat Loki. He's like, I lost. Like, I went through adventures and found myself Loki, which
He's a cuck.
She's
He's a
not.
cuck now.
Pause. Stargirl is not a teenager, goddammit. She can also drink.
Yes, Stargirl is quite aged up. Okay, we're trying to keep PB out of
it. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to catch up on that show because I fell way behind, and then I was watching other things. But now it's on the docket because I've been triggered by this because she's not a goddamn teenager because that would make me feel dirty.
But yeah, back to Loki. It's trash.
It's not trash.
It's trash. It's a garbage show.
I can't believe
I'm absolutely correct.
Because look at how they introduced Sylvie and compared to how they introduced Kate Bishop. Which one was developed better?
Well, one was introduced at the very beginning of the show, literally, whereas the other one wasn't introduced until the end of episode 2.
And it was still trash.
You mean it was still trash?
I mean, to be fair,
there's no alligator Loki in Hawkeye.
We don't need one.
Oh,
stop all that goofy shit.
I didn't think that I needed alligator Loki until he arrived, and I was like, "Wow."
Look, it's just
think you need.
It's just the whole series was just a huge waste of time. And if the highlight was just to show off Kang and just introduce the multiverse shit, like that's the only highlight. That's just it was a boring series.
The multiverse was not introduced there. The multiverse was introduced in Endgame.
But I'm saying that was the whole point of the build up. Like, oh, we get the reveal of Kang, and then this whole Kang army shit's gonna happen and whatnot. That's the highlight of the episode of the series.
Okay, so you got Loki at hold on. You got Loki at number 4 and Hawkeye at number 1. Where do you put the other two in the middle? Who are you more intrigued between those two?
Man, it's weird because I always flip flop with WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier because
No. I didn't say show. Between these two characters in the middle.
Okay.
Whose storyline is more interesting, Bucky Barnes or Sam Wilson?
Sam Wilson, because Bucky really doesn't do anything in the series. So.
That was such a fucking racist choice.
What do you mean he doesn't do anything in the series?
He doesn't really. He's a side character.
He goes to therapy, man.
That's it.
Like a massive point. That's huge for him.
Not bigger than
Sam doesn't do anything but flop around between whether or not he wants to be Captain America.
But he becomes Captain America. That's way bigger than just Bucky doing therapy. Like, what the fuck?
Bucky fucking killed people. Sam's nice.
Sam killed people too.
I mean, yeah, he did fuck people up in that show. We were just talking about that.
The first episode
he did.
Did you
he got his hands
know
like
that Sylvie's costume has nursing flaps? Did you know that?
What?
Is that something I should know?
I don't know. I guess I didn't watch the show closely enough to notice the nursing flaps.
We definitely know who has the worst. One of the worst. You had to add Vision in there. Vision is half man,
Vision
half
is dead.
But he's
no,
he's not.
Vision.
White Vision is still alive.
That's not Vision.
It is Vision.
No,
he literally
Vision.
Less a Vision than Loki. Loki.
He literally took off and said, "I am Vision." He took off
because he's so I can identify as Vision and I'm Vision. I just take
That's
off
the
and be like, I'm
No,
title.
Vision.
he also
Here I
has
am.
all of Vision's memories and
He's
stuff.
That's what.
He literally is a Vision, like if you reset your computer. That doesn't not make it your computer. You just reset it to factory settings. He's still Vision.
If you reset it, no. If you reset the computer to factory, it lost all of its memories, and it wouldn't be the same as the computer was before. So how could you
Unless
call it
you got the
Vision?
hard drive,
It's like knockoff Vision.
great
That
value.
would be
Vision.
like saying you reset your computer to factory settings, and it's not the same computer it once was. Now it's just a knockoff one of the one you purchased.
Can we just acknowledge how
The
dumb
computer-
that? Can we hold on, can we acknowledge how dumb that fight was between fake Vision and white Vision? Like he's just fighting in a figment of his imagination. Like how's that? That show's so stupid, man. Oh, God.
Wait, that show's stupid, but Loki's worse?
Yes.
So there's two good shows
Because
and
at
two
least
bad shows?
Wanda was cool. Wanda has been consistent. They didn't change her character.
Yeah,
She just got a
Wanda's
little bit more
fucking hot.
evil. Loki,
Looks
they
hot
just
when she's
completely made
evil,
a good
too.
guy. They made Loki a good guy before he became a good guy.
Oh, so there can't be any character development? None of the bad guys can be good guys, none of the good
Now I'm
guys can
saying,
be
like,
bad
you know,
guys?
what I would have liked, right? That whole scene with Kang, and he had a perfect moment to stab Sylvie in the back, and I'm like, that would have been such a Loki thing to do, is
Yeah,
stab
because
yourself in the back.
I can't believe I'm going to say this right now. I actually agree with a lot of Perp's points.
You
Like
should agree with all my points.
for me, I totally agree. Like if your thing is during the show, you reset Loki basically, right? Because he's 2012 Loki. He's not the Loki that went through that journey. So I don't think it's justified showing him videos of what he could be would like change his personality. I agree with Perp. Like if you show him backstabbing her at the end, it would have flowed much better because it would have been like
It would have flowed.
him
I would
tricking everyone
He
I would
basically.
doesn't
accept it. I
want
would
to
accept it.
backstab her. He wants to stab her with his sword in her vagina.
No, but it would have. I
It's
would have
true.
gave this. I would have gave Loki a pass if that was Ragnarok Loki. If they pulled him for, if we went to like Ragnarok and he got pulled from that, yeah, I'd be like, okay, it makes sense that he's doing this change. But that whole series was off.
Anyway, the Senate Crispified says WandaVision makes Wanda a slaver. But don't worry, it's okay because Vision is entirely white.
Wow.
It's okay then, right? Right, Zod?
Hey, I wanted to answer that question too because I actually agree with
What
Perp's
question?
assessment, except for like who was in the top because I put Hawkeye as number one, Loki
you
as
both
4.
have Hawkeye as number 1, and you both have Loki as 4. But then you're not. You're gonna be your version of racist and put Bucky ahead of Sam?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Yes, Perp, he didn't have much development in the show. But if you look at overall character development, and it's a continuation, he has had the most character development out of the two of them. Literally, Sam's whole arc is that show. Before that, he was kind of just like drifting through
Well, all I'm
with
saying
the
is
Avenger
Sam
movies.
became Captain America. Bucky is just still Bucky.
Bucky didn't need that
without
broke
armor.
ass mantle. Bucky's a badass. Bucky's been killing
No,
people.
Bucky got his ass served up by the Doors of Elijah. He got his ass whooped. He got disarmed, literally.
Dude, he don't have to prove shit to anyone. He's still. If you bring up the Winter Soldier, people still shit their pants.
Hey, Winter
He
Soldier
doesn't
is a
need a
terrorist.
mantle.
So you're supporting a terrorist? You're supporting a terrorist? Okay, bud.
I'm a fucking villain. I was not gonna support a hero.
It's fair. But you put Loki at the bottom, that's not supporting a villain.
Oh no, he got cucked. I agree with Perp. He ain't a villain anymore.
When I was
Hold
watching
on
the
now.
show, I was
Hold
just like,
on.
"Who is this?
Hold
What am
on.
I
Hold
watching?"
on. Hold on. Did he not say? Gosh, it's either in episode 1 or 2. I don't remember which one it is. That he's
Did
playing the
did
long
PB just
game.
die?
What?
Did I? Am I cutting out?
No.
No, you're in the fandom zone.
Shit.
Can you not hear us?
I couldn't hear you for a second.
Oh,
It's
okay.
odd. It's odd as a dickhead. Did you hear that?
Yes, loud and clear, you prick.
Oh my god. Now I forgot what I was saying because you cut me off, you son of a bitch.
You were saying that Loki is trash. Continue.
I would never say that.
You just did.
Hawkeye hasn't finished yet. How many episodes are they going to have in this season?
6.
They're doing 6 as well. Okay. So, why the fuck did WandaVision get more if everybody else got 6?
Because she's a whammon.
Oh, that's why she's not on the
That's
list.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That's why we ain't talking about her. She already got her time in the sun. She's getting a whole movie dedicated to her. It's just being called Doctor Strange. Like, he's about to get cocked. He's about to be depowered to be like, fuck, man, I can't fight a witch. I'm a sorcerer.
Like,
Which
that's
is
what
so stupid.
that's what I don't understand is like, let's be real. If we're talking, and look, keep in mind when I say this, I love Wanda because that's like my girl there. She had great character development, yada, yada, yada. Disclaimer. But if we're going between the two of them, I'm sorry, Wanda is not fucking stronger than Doctor Strange. That motherfucker literally is invincible. When he has the time stone, he could literally die an infinite amount of times. He's so invincible that a creature that is supposed to destroy the world got agitated and left because he just kept him in a time loop. So if you're telling me that Wanda beats Doctor Strange, I'm gonna walk out of the fucking movie.
I'd still put Wanda over Doctor Strange because we haven't seen we only see the tip of the iceberg of her powers. She literally created a whole town and like a whole hex and shit. Like
Doctor Strange is about to unleash a whole multiverse and bring literally
Doctor
people who died
Strange.
years ago.
Okay, so I got a question. No, I got a question real quick now that you brought it up, and then I'll get back to what Happy Dinosaur is reminding me of. I'm not entirely sure that it's Sandman. Are you?
Yes.
You're entirely, like, you saw the actor playing the Sandman and not just the monster in all these trailers?
Well, that part I heard rumors, but I seen the Sandman like creature, because I'm an idiot and I saw leaked photos.
I have a question though: is Doctor Strange going to be throwing hands with these other villains, or is he just going to be like try to just
throwing
fix
portals?
He's probably just trying to fix the multiverse cracking and shit and all that.
Because Peter just can't fucking follow and start. God, he's the most. Can we please get someone new besides? I am so fucking sick of seeing Tom Holland, and now he's gonna fuck up
Spider-Man.
Hold on. Do you agree with me that Mysterio's not dead?
Yes.
I came up with that theory first, so yes.
Came up with it first. Anybody who watched that movie had the opportunity to be like, I don't think he's dead. I didn't think he was dead.
I was the first one to say, what if Doctor Strange is Mysterio?
No,
all
not
along.
Doctor Strange. Not Doctor Strange. The Sandman in the movie.
Oh.
If all you see is the monster, which is all I've seen so far, nothing tells me that it's his character who was redeemed by the end of the movie and wasn't technically a villain anymore, correct?
Right. Yeah. That would be great because I feel like Mysterio is hiding somewhere because this is why I really fuck with his character as a villain because he's the first one that exposed Spider-Man like that to the whole entire world before he even died, and he set up Peter perfectly.
And when you really think about it, he didn't throw hands with Spider-Man. Spider-Man fucked himself up. he's to me is a great villain because out of all of Parker's rogue gallery, he's the only one who really doesn't have any superpowers. So, you know, he uses his minds and tricks and hustle basically.
Because what I'm thinking, I'm still on leaning that the person that did die was Chameleon, because he was in that movie. They didn't call him Chameleon, but
yeah, he was in that. Hey, what if we got Paul Giamatti back as Rhino?
No, we don't.
Who wants to see that?
No, we don't want to see that.
Yeah, that was the worst. I think that was the worst. I don't know who thought that was good casting. That was the worst casting in a movie I think I've seen. And, you know, a lot of people get on Jamie Foxx's performance, but I was watching that and I'm like, you know, it's not as bad as people say. Like, the costume was terrible, but
it was shocking.
Wasn't. Yeah, it was shockingly good.
No, it wasn't.
His acting wasn't that bad.
You know, all I know is next week, when everybody sees No Way Home, people are gonna put respect on Tom Holland's name because he's the best Spider-Man.
Fuck Tom Holland. I was there. Period. I said it. Fuck him. Period. He was in one of the worst movies ever made. That movie where you could hear the guy's thoughts or whatever. That movie was trash.
What does it have?
Okay, he got one bad movie. Exactly. He's got one bad movie.
He's got a ton of bad movies.
How many bad movies does Nick Cage have? Okay, so
0.
Whoa. You take that fucking... How many awards does Tom Holland have? Exactly.
Hey, it don't matter.
When awards mattered.
He was at Endgame. He was at Infinity War and Endgame, the two biggest movies. Two of the
Nick Cage is the Endgame.
No. They got a man crush.
He's got magical powers, man. He's fucking Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's right. MCU.
Although they got 2 Ghost Riders that they can pull from now, right?
Yep. Dude, I heard of like Nick Cage said the funniest shit the other day. He was like, "Hey, if the MCU called for the new Ghost Rider, he'd do it." I'm just saying, make it happen. Nick Cage Ghost Rider becomes canon. Yeah. He was like, if they call him back, he'd do it.
I want to see Norman Reedus as the MCU version of Ghost Rider. Why not?
You know what? Purp?
From Boondock Saints.
He's from Walking Dead.
Daryl Dixon.
He was also in Boondock Saints.
I only ever watched the stuff that you've sent me from the Boondock Saints.
Yeah, that like I could. Yeah, Purp. I'll allow it. I like that because
he has a whole show about him just riding on a bike.
Riding bikes. Yeah, that's all. I was like, yeah, that's a good fit.
And he has a pretty decent fan base, so you know why not.
Dude, more importantly, Nick Cage is gonna have a great role anyways because he's playing Dracula. So I can't fucking wait. I've got so many things to be excited for.
He's gonna suck ass. Year. He's gonna suck ass. Oh.
You know what? People hate Nick Cage, but he's like a STD. He just doesn't go away.
That's disgusting. Tom Holland's the GOAT. That's all people gotta know, man.
Tom Holland.
But listen to this, right? The Tobey Maguire bias is so bad to the point where people are saying now that Tom Holland is stealing Spider-Man villains and stuff. I'm like, then what the fuck is Spider-Verse? Because none of them are like, oh, it's so fucking stupid.
That's a new one that I heard. It's pretty fucking dumb.
You know what though? I'll say my order is a little surprising because I'd say if you go for who played New York better, I'd give it to Andrew Garfield actually, because Andrew Garfield had the accent.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
No, he had the accent and he had the personality.
Whoa! You just put Andrew Garfield as the best Spider-Man?
I said it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Andrew Garfield.
Unbelievable. Did you hear that shit? Who the fuck? I have never heard anybody go, well, We've had 3 live-action Spider-Man, and I'm 100% certain that the worst one is the best. Try again, guy.
And this is what's
There,
crazy, right? People shit on Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but like Toby and Andrew still got the worst ones. Like, there's no
No,
fathomable way that
I don't shit
Spider-Man 3
on Tom Holland's
is
Spider-Man.
better than Homecoming
everybody
or Far
goes
From
to
Home.
Spider-Man 3. You know what? Spider-Man 3
It's
is better
trash.
than half of the shit that has come out in
Bro,
2020 and 2021.
And let me bring up this other thing, because everybody wants to bring up he's Iron Boy Jr. But yet in the
I
third
don't
movie,
care
I just
about
look at
that.
this. I literally look into this clip, right? Toby needed help from Harry that has no superpowers but a hoverboard. Trash.
What's up,
That's
Brian?
because he lost his powers.
Trash. He's trash.
Zod, I'm just going to make this one argument, and then we're going to talk about this comment a little bit. Andrew Garfield is the only Spider-Man who did it so horribly, he didn't get a trilogy.
Not true. That's not what happened at all.
Speak
That
on
is
it.
100% what happened. These are facts.
No,
These are facts.
that's not
He
even
is the
close
only
to
one that
facts.
doesn't have a trilogy. It's a
He
fact.
didn't get he didn't get the trilogy because when Sony went to re-up the contract, they didn't want to pay him, so he walked. They already had Spider-Man 3 in.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Trash.
they
Sure.
had it
He
in.
walked into
They
the
had
trash.
it in
So
pre-production.
then why
It
didn't
was
they
supposed to be a
just hire
Sinister Six
Nicolas
movie.
Cage to play Spider-Man and we could just
I
make
still
number
don't
3?
fucking know to this day.
And shout outs for Tom being the only Spider-Man that have 2 trilogies. Yeah.
Fuck Tom. He's gonna fuck up Uncharted. Fuck him. Worst fucking pick for Nick Drake ever.
Nick Drake?
Nate Drake, whatever. That was the. I'm so fucking
No, there's
pissed.
only
That was the
one
worst
person that can
choice.
play Nathan Drake, and it's Nathan Fillion. They fucked it
Watch
up.
the
They
Absolutely.
would've done it
Watch
years
the movie.
ago.
Or
be better than
Brandon
the game.
Fraser.
Nope, it's Nathan Fillion. Trust me.
I know what you're doing. You're going for the Nathan connection, and
It's
I
not
respect that.
necessarily the Nathan connection. It just so happens to work out that way. It's not my fucking fault. You know, the guy who does his voice is also named Nathan. Is
Yes.
he not?
Yeah.
I can't remember his fucking last name off the top of my head. I want to say Graham, but that doesn't sound right.
Look, I only want a video game movie to have a win, and I don't think Tom Holland's going to bring that home for the video game.
Who asked for an Uncharted movie anyways? That shit trash.
That's what I'm saying, though. We didn't really need that. And if you were going to do it, you should have done it years ago.
No,
when Brandon Fraser or
nobody asked for this movie. But Brian did ask, is anyone excited to see Morpheus?
What is Morpheus?
From the new Matrix.
Okay. I know he was referring to just the Matrix.
I didn't know that he was talking. I thought he was talking about the Spider-Man villain.
Morpheus.
He's talking about the Matrix?
Wait,
that's the only
then
Morpheus
it wouldn't be
I know.
Morpheus, it'd be Morbius.
Morbius. Sorry.
Oh, I'm excited to see that. I think Jared Leto finally found the role. Good for him.
It looks like Twilight.
Fuck off. Don't you ever say those fucking words around me. I have PTSD from that fucking movie. I have an ex who dragged me to every one of those fucking movies. And the only satisfaction I got was the final movie where the whole battle sequence was a dream and all the teen girls went fucking nuts.
I'm sure it wasn't that bad. If you could watch High School Musical, the series, you know, then yeah.
No, I'm sorry, and I never thought these words would leave my mouth, but that's marginally better than watching Twilight.
Nah.
Dude, Twilight, swear to God, this bitch advocates for fucking abuse because her definition of a healthy relationship is fucking scary. Literally, my dude said, and I quote, she's like, Edward, what were you doing? Were you just sitting there watching me sleep? I get bored sometimes, and I just like to watch you breathe. Who the fuck says that? Are you kidding me?
Batman says
No,
that.
even Batman doesn't have the audacity to say that. He knows about Me Too. He's like,
rich.
no, I'm just stalking people. I'm rich. I can get off the court case.
White
This
privilege.
motherfucker. This motherfucker, yo, when you watch that scene, this motherfucker was sitting in the windowsill, just staring at her. She woke up, looked in the corner, and he was just there with his creepy ass, pale ass skin. Like,
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
want you to breathe. Like, yo, man, that's how you catch
That's
a
completely
case.
normal. That's completely normal.
Everybody in that series should be prosecuted at least once for some kind of fucking stalking, domestic violence.
That's also why I don't really like Toby's Spider-Man. I don't know. It's just something about him just gives me like creeper that drives a bright white van
No,
vibe.
I'm gonna say it. Nick Cage had the best Spider-Man.
No, Toby's Spider-Man is just missing some of the witty banter that Spider-Man does when he's fucking with his villains.
Right.
Hey, we can all agree Nick Cage had the best Spider-Man. That's all I got
What
to say.
are you talking about?
Nick Cage had a Spider-Man. He was
Which
in
one?
Spider-Man. Enter the Spider-Verse.
Okay, which
He
one
was
he?
He was the noir Spider-Man in black and white.
That doesn't count.
I never saw
That
the
counts?
movie. What do you mean
It counts.
count?
Those were all Spider-Men.
If that's the case, then I want the fucking Spider-Man from the goddamn cartoon. Who the fuck played that one?
I forgot who did the voice acting for it.
I mean,
but
as
he was
long
Batman.
as they don't do what they did to Batman in Batwoman, I'd be happy with that because that was so fucking beautiful for 5 seconds. I was like, oh my god, it's actually fucking Batman. They just brought boom, there he is. And then he was
And then it turned out to be Hush.
like,
Fucked up
hell?
every villain on that show. It is amazing.
What other topics you have, sir?
What do you mean other topics that I have? We're still talking about this topic. This is the topic
Okay.
for the stream. Did you not see the title?
Yes.
Yeah, so is there something else that you would like to talk about? Because
No,
I have another
asking.
question.
I'm just asking.
That's fair. That's fair. So,
Hawkeye is the best.
Hawkeye, you both have him at number 1, and I have him at number 2.
Who do you have at number 1?
Oh, well, you're going to hate it because my number 1 is your number 4.
How? Oh, okay. Perp. We got to gang up on this motherfucker. How do you have Loki as your? Oh my! I can't. Perp, do you want to take this? I can't. I can't deal with this man.
This man was emasculated. You know, he was kicked in the balls several times. You know, identity politics.
Getting kicked in the balls is not emasculating. In fact, it's masculating because it proves that you're a man.
That's
like you didn't ask to get kicked in the balls. You got kicked in the balls.
No, speaker of the dead.
Survive.
Hold on. I gotta defend myself.
What?
Speaker of the dead says he goes. You've never watched someone you love sleep. You need a woman. No, I've never watched someone that I met that day and saved who didn't consent to being my girlfriend in her window. No, I've never done that.
So
I
you never hovered over a woman and just looked at her while she's sleeping, just like standing over, just looked at her like you never did that?
If I'm dating her, yes. If I met her that day in high school, no. And I'm 1,000 years old. No, can't say I've done that. I don't like prison.
Happy Dino 8000 says, Batwoman, this show only exists to help us lose money.
But
the show exists to see if CW could keep a bad show going for like 10 years. Congratulations.
But corporations losing money is different from me losing money, because when they lose money, they not really like sweating it like $1 million. That ain't nothing. I lose $100. I'm broke.
Is this true, Perp?
What?
The lovely Sherry says, number 1, Brie Larson's toe.
I'm not a toe person.
I'm going to say yes.
Either, especially when you got a rack like that. Jesus Christ.
Yes. That is a hard yes for me.
Like, did you see her? Did you see her doing push-ups with that chain around her waist?
Yes. Yes, I told you. I've seen every workout video as soon as she posted it. I have her
Didn't see
notification.
that.
You didn't see
I'll be
that
right
one?
back.
To the Instagram. You gotta go to Instagram now. He's going to make a video or something like that. And now this is perfect timing because I can move on to the last question after defending myself against just a putz that Loki is the best character of these four. Mostly, number one reason, we haven't made it to the end of Hawkeye yet. So he could still overtake him by the time we get to the end of the show. I will give you that disclaimer because I have him at number 2. So he's obviously number 1 overall of everyone we had on the panel. I would like the people in the chat to rank these 4 in any order you want. But whichever one you think has the most compelling storyline is the question.
That was wonderful.
Right? Like, she should be doing lots of push-ups. Put it on repeat. Send it to
You know what, Sherry? I get your dislike for Brie Larson. I was there once, but when covering Amber Heard, we're gonna say which one actually works out,
But
and I'm gonna have to go with Brie Larson.
Did you say his dislike for Brie Larson?
Yes, there was a point where that movie agitated me until I had.
No, I thought you were talking about Purp's dislike for Brie Larson. I was like, that.
I don't think he ever disliked Brie Larson.
I love Brie Larson.
He's been the only one of us who wants her in Star Wars.
I'm gonna change my name to Purp Minded.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. She looked really good wearing those Jedi robes, holding that saber in her hands. Yes. Yeah. You can't say that she didn't, Guy. She just got to be directed the same way that she was directed in Infinity War and Endgame. That was good, Captain Marvel. Not the movie. Captain Marvel was good in the other movies. Like
I could tell you one thing. Brie Larson is definitely a better actor than Gal Gadot.
Whoa!
Gal Gadot's have
Whoa!
What?
Yeah, you're right. I don't really listen to her a lot of times.
Let's
you might be actually right on that.
When Brie Larson has proper direction, she made us all want to be Spider-Man. What's up, Peter Parker?
Yeah.
I'll fucking show you what's goddamn up on me. You kidding me?
Yeah. I'll load the webs.
I got my web shooter loaded and ready to fire.
There will be webbing all over her face. Yeah. A web bukkake.
Oh, Sherry says that she needs a burger. Happy Dino don't like her, but he don't. Oh, what's the next comment? I don't care about women unless they're animated. Oh, well, that's
fair.
That's a different kind of fetish.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, he's animated, so I could see.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. He wants his own animated people to be represented. He wants animated representation.
Anime matters.
It does. Anime saves lives.
It does.
Unless it's like a fucking live action adaptation from America, then it fucking destroys Japanese culture.
But then, hold on.
Can we call appropriation on them?
No.
They are appropriating great Japanese works and destroying them.
So then I'll put Bucky Barnes at number 3 and Sam Wilson at number 4, mostly because Sam Wilson went from being a hero to more of a hero, and Bucky went from being a terrorist to a hero. And all they had to do was give him a black part. That arm is
Bucky is still a terrorist.
You think he's still you call all these terrorists?
Terrorizers.
Because they be terrorizing super soldiers?
Hawkeye's definitely a demon. You know what I'm saying? When he was Ronin, he was a demon. Going around killing people.
Yo, man, he's got people shook with the Ronin name. Like, I never had so much respect for Hawkeye as I do in this show. Like, people are straight up scared of that man. They were like, "Wait, Rona? Nah."
They're like, let's stop chasing Ronan. We might not like what we find.
But
Okay,
Yo,
bro.
and you,
Okay, bro.
I love
you
the
know,
amount of physical comedy that they use, like when he takes her to, let's call it the safe house, because that's what they call it, and he just sighs outside the door. I love that shit.
Yeah, bro.
I don't
You
know.
don't,
I
you
think
don't
it
get
all
enough of that.
works.
MCU's about witty comments here and there, and he's got his fair share of witty comments,
Yeah,
but the
bro.
amount of physical humor is at its peak, and he does it beautifully.
Yeah, bro. I agree, bro.
I don't know. Personally, I'm just gonna say overall, and this is a good sign because we're 3 episodes in, but I'd say this show is the strongest one. I'm just gonna say
man.
this is the strongest MCU series that they put out.
It's because like it doesn't try to be something that it's not. Like you look at something like Eternals and be like they'll promote it like, oh, it's gonna change the MCU forever. No, it doesn't.
I mean, I didn't watch it
It,
yet.
it did. It was the first movie that I fell asleep twice.
So it woke you up?
In the theater, I woke up because a chair broke or a table broke. Went back
Hilarious.
to sleep during a fucking fight, and then I woke back up because someone next to me elbowed me and said I was snoring.
What's up, Shalana?
So, I mean, it did change the MCU. It showed us that you can, in fact, do boring action scenes. I didn't think it was possible. But.
It's just what it's introducing got me excited because like if this is all leading to like eventually getting a continuation of Daredevil, I'm all for it.
Hey, I heard now. I just want to say, take this with a grain of salt. This is from my
Salt
raccoon
shaker.
sources.
The ones that keep killing themselves.
Yeah, poor bastards. It's been a tough year. COVID is the son of a bitch. But I heard that they want to introduce the Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he's in there.
Kingpin.
He's in
it. And I don't know if it's true. Someone showed a snapshot because I'm part of a Revive Daredevil season 4 group. They showed a snapshot of in a credits call or something. They had Vincent D'Onofrio in the thing, and then they took it out.
It makes sense because if the rumors are true and Matt Murdock is popping up at No Way Home and Kingpin shows up at Hawkeye episode like 4 or 5 or some shit like that. That shit. It's all the stars are aligning right now.
Beautiful. That leads into the last question that I wanted to ask you two about these 4 characters. Which technically it's a 2-part question, but I want you to answer the first part first before I ask the follow-up. Which one of these 4 will be the first one to appear in another MCU movie?
No.
Hawkeye.
You said no?
What's
up, Keely Chow?
We'll definitely see Loki in Multiverse of Madness. Or Sylvie.
No, Sylvie don't count. It's gotta be this Loki that's on the screen. That's gotta be that one.
Yeah, Loki's gonna be in Multiverse of Madness. For
so
what
that
reason?
He'll be the first one to show up? When's that come out?
Next in May.
But I thought that you said that Kingpin was going to be in Spider-Man and Kingpin was going to be in Hawkeye. So what are the odds of Hawkeye being in Spider-Man?
No. I said that Kingpin is supposed to be popping up in Hawkeye at some point, either episode 4 or 5.
Okay.
And then Matt Murdock is supposed to be Peter's lawyer in No Way Home.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to get the official Daredevil, the only one that counts. He's such a great actor.
Finally getting Ben Affleck in the MCU?
No, thank God.
What do you mean?
No,
you got something against Ben Affleck?
The Netflix Daredevil actor is supposed to be the one playing. He's reprising his role as Daredevil.
I know, because that was literally the first video that I ever did on my channel. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I did not know that.
What kind of friend are you? You should know these things.
Talk amongst yourself for a moment, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Rabble,
speaking
rabble,
of which, I
rabble.
do have to go,
Talking
though,
amongst
because I have to.
myself.
Oh my god, you don't have to go yet, guy. You gotta stay for like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna end the fucking stream.
I got to
have
do
to go and
shift
plow
change.
snow. Oh, you're in your bullshit shift change? At 35
Yeah.
minutes to the hour?
I don't believe him.
Or 25 to the hour?
Yeah.
That don't add
Yeah.
up.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
night guy comes a little bit earlier.
What?
That's what she said.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's swing back over here. Hold on, I gotta show you this other screen before you take off, and then you can fucking do whatever the hell you want. First, let's stop, and then we'll reshare a different screen.
Ooh, exciting.
The suspense is killing me.
Look at this is the first video that I ever did. Ever. Daredevil
Nostalgia.
canceled, but not leaving. That's 3 fucking years ago. And sure shit,
Nostalgic.
I was right. Again.
No, you called it.
Which I don't remember
Nostalgia.
exactly everything that they said in that article because it's 3 years ago. But I remember a fair bit of it, and I was like, son of a bitch, man. Look at all this funny stuff in here. This is all hilarious. This was technically right, because how can you be wrong when you give 4 theories? This was an appropriate reaction, but the movie was disappointing. This movie was not disappointing.
Which movie was disappointing?
Captain Marvel was disappointing. But
I thought
Avengers Endgame was not disappointing.
I agree. Endgame is underrated.
All right.
Oh, it
I
is
gotta
underrated. Yep. See you later, guy.
See y'all later. Thanks for having me on. And yeah, go subscribe to Purp because he's you're almost at 2K?
Yeah, I think I'm like 7.
Oh, 7 people. Can we get 7 people from here to go over to Perps that hadn't subscribed? Or if you have a second account, just subscribe and watch it on both accounts because he would appreciate the views.
Bing bong.
Yeah. So go subscribe to Purp. I had a great time. And check out my channel tomorrow night. I will be doing a review with a special guest on the first half of Dexter New Blood.
Is it a secret special guest?
It's a secret special guest.
Who is the secret special guest?
Then it wouldn't be a fucking secret now, would it?
Exactly. I almost got you.
All right. I'll see you all later. Have a good night.
See you later. So why do you think that none of these people are going to be? Well, you said Loki. These people over here, these 3. Like how can the racism is real in these
because Hawkeye takes place in 2025 and wherever
everything's going to take place in 2025 now.
No. Because after Endgame, it's the year 2023. Then Far From Home takes place 8 months after that. And then No Way Home is like a week after Far From Home? It's like directly after that.
Okay.
And Hawkeye's the only one that takes place in 2025.
So Hawkeye takes place 2 years after?
Yeah.
Why are we supposed to believe it's 2025? It's only 2022.
That's what the creator said. They said like
when are we going to catch up to them?
Good point.
Because now I was confused by that of how they were going to make shows in the current time when Endgame takes place 2 years, 4 years in our future, 3 years, something like that. I don't know they don't say what month it is, but there's no snow in New York, so it's got to be not the winter.
So if it is 2045, then it's about to be 2026. It's really weird. They should just put timestamps. They should just put timestamps.
So I agree with that. They should do timestamps the same way that they do timestamps on Young Justice.
They just do timestamps for all the Phase 4 movies, so people know, like, okay, this is this and this and that. We don't gotta sit there and guess, because like it's kind of all. Even though when you're on Disney Plus, it puts things in chronological order for you.
Yeah,
But
but I don't always trust that. Do you?
yeah, that's Marvel though. That's Disney, because like it's hold on, let me pull it up. Because Loki is supposed to. Oh yeah, Loki takes place right after Endgame, and then goes into WandaVision. Let me double check.
Yeah, you double check that. When is the Multiverse of Madness supposed to come out? Next November?
In May.
Or next May?
Yes. It was going to
Well,
come out in
then,
March, but they pushed it.
smart. I would push it too. So I'm not 100% sold that all of these people aren't going to be in the Multiverse of Madness. If they're already doing shows, they're still under contract, how difficult is it to get them to show up for literally one day? Because they have all their stuff on hand. Like they got all of his costumes, they
I
got
think
all of
I,
his costumes, his costume, all their
I think
costumes are there.
I think they're going to save the other characters just for Secret Wars, whatever the next big Avengers movie is, because that's going to come next soon. We'll probably get another Avengers by like
So
2023 or
you think this
2024.
multiverse of madness is going to be like
It's just going to
Civil
be an event.
War level?
Yeah, it's going to be like an event film,
Well, I mean, Civil War is a Captain America film, but everybody
yeah,
calls it Avengers 2.5
pretty much.
because of how many characters it has.
I think a
And
lot of a
as
lot
of
of these.
now, you don't have that many characters in the
I
multiverse of
think
madness.
I think a lot of these Phase 4 movies are gonna be kind of they're gonna have a bunch of characters, and like look at Thor: Love and Thunder. They got a bunch of characters in that, and I think that's just gonna be a lot of those movies. Especially Guardians. I think Guardians 3 is gonna be pretty big. So this is the timeline in order: the MCU Cinematic Universe, Captain
Perp,
America.
is that a picture of Brie Larson? Of course it is.
Yes. So the first one is Captain America, first Avenger. Then the second Avenger, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Thor, Avengers, Thor Dark World, Iron Man 3, uh,
Best Christmas movie ever. Everybody should go and watch that this time of year. It'll get you in the
Winter
spirit.
Soldier, Winter Soldier, then Guardians, Guardians 2, Avengers, Ant Man, Civil War, Black Panther, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, Ant Man and Wasp, Infinity War, Endgame, Loki, What If, um, WandaVision, Falcon and
Yeah,
Winter
I
Soldier,
can't count the
Shang-Chi,
what
and
if in
Hawkeye.
there. So if what if is true, Ultron's gonna show up in the fucking multiverse of madness.
He could.
I don't see how he couldn't. Like if all that crazy shit is going on and this seems to be the center of it, he's gonna be like, hey, you're fucking with all my universes, you assholes. I mean, how many universes did he cleanse? My God.
So if that's the case, then if you were to throw the Spider-Man movies in there, then Far From Home would be in between Falcon and Winter Soldier and Shang-Chi.
Ah, good old Shang-Chi. Shang.
Chong.
It's not Shang because his
It's
name's Shang.
Chong.
Shang-Chi? I did love that movie. Did you love that movie?
I absolutely loved it. Watched it multiple times.
I
Watched it
have
like four
not been
times now.
able already 4 times. I feel like I need to catch up. I definitely need. I watched it one time very thoroughly. Like I jumped back a few times while I was watching it because I was like, "Wait a second, what just happened?" I was like, "Holy fuck, that was great." But
Closest thing we'll ever get to a Dragon Ball movie.
what's up, comic chat? I think my favorite individual moment, like just one small moment in the movie,
Small.
is what it's when he is at the underground fight club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting ready to go into the ring, and the girlfriend looks up at him and goes, "What happened to your shirt?" And he just throws his fucking arms up. He's like, I fucking laughed my ass off so goddamn hard. I had to jump back like 3 times because I couldn't hear what was happening because I was laughing. Comic Chat says Shang-Chi has several Dragon Ball Z moves in it. Yeah, and it has Snake Way.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
That's
that's
why it's
fucking
awesome.
like, holy
It's
shit.
awesome.
Like,
Awesome.
I'm glad it says spoilers at the bottom, but extra spoilers now. I
It's
almost
awesome.
fucking, I was freaking out. I was like, he's gonna suck the goddamn soul out of this dragon.
And when she name dropped Kamehameha, like I was just like, they said it.
Oh yeah, it was
Dragon Ball
great.
exists in the MCU.
100%. And it has the greatest side character in the entire MCU in the movie, which I was not expecting at all. And it was, oh my god, made my fucking day when he popped up. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Wong.
Trevor.
Oh
Trevor
yeah, Trevor.
Slattery. I'm an actor. It's just a
Yeah, but
performance now. Play dead. I
1 second.
oh my god, he's so great. He's so good. Did you not love him in that movie? Okay, did you love him more in that movie because you didn't have to be upset that he's not the Mandarin?
Okay. You still there?
What? Yeah, I'm
No,
still here.
I just had to get a text.
Oh, okay. No, I said, did you like Trevor more in this movie because you didn't have to be disappointed with him not being the Mandarin?
Yeah,
Fucking love him.
it's funny. That's the MC humor that works for me. Eternals humor does not work for me. Like that
Didn't
whole
see the Eternals yet.
um, what was that shit? Fall collection, IKEA. That shit's so fucking stupid. So fucking dumb.
Ben
Like who?
Kingsley. Yep, that's his name. Now I remember.
You
He
can
was
honestly
awesome.
skip the Eternals. You're not missing
I
nothing.
cannot. Okay, if I didn't skip Captain Marvel, which I totally could have skipped because it
I would
literally gives
much.
you one answer. No. That's not the point. That's not the point. The only answer that you get in Captain Marvel is what happened in Nick Fury's eye, and it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, if I'm not going to skip that one, I'm not going to skip this one, even if it's worse. I can
Fair
still
enough.
watch it one time. I watched Captain Marvel one time, which is
Get
kind
your
of why I need to watch Shang-Chi again, because right now it's technically at the same level as Captain Marvel, and it's about 10 times better.
get your pillow and your NyQuil ready.
See you, Comic Chat. Thanks for leaving a like. Thanks for shredding the like button. Tell your friends. Share this in email to your cousin. They'll appreciate it. They'll click on it. They like Marvel, don't they? I like Marvel. You like Marvel. We all like Marvel.
It's okay.
Like, I assume that they would come in as Comic Chat's cousin. You know, the CCC. P. Fucking communists. It's a joke. It's a joke. Relax, Comic Chat. He's already gone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got to end this show because I got to go plow snow in Green Bay.
Got snow over there.
I got like 8 inches at my house. I'm hoping there's only like 4 inches in Green Bay. The more snow there is, the longer it takes to clear everything.
It's been pretty kind of. It's weird. Like right now, go outside. It's kind of warm out. It's weird.
You
Like
live
it was
next to the
cold,
ocean.
but nah, it's just not right next to the ocean. But
What do you mean not right? Your entire state lives next to the ocean.
you know. But it's still supposed like it's unusual. Like the weather is kind of unusual because usually at this time we would be getting snow. Like around November, October, like yeah, around November and stuff, it'd be getting pretty damn cold and we'd be getting snow. But it's pretty bipolar, like I said. Like last night, it was went outside. I was like, why the fuck is it so fucking warm out here? It's fucking weird.
Must have been cloudy out. Or else it wouldn't be warm at night if it's not cloudy.
Mm.
At least that's, I mean, I'm not a meteorologist, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Holy fuck. Oh, gotta get over this goddamn cough. Anyway, You got anything that you'd like to plug, guy? Like a award show coming up or anything like that?
Yeah, Purp Awards. 2 weeks. Be
2
there.
weeks from today?
No, 2 weeks. Be there.
What date? Give everyone the date.
December 21st, 2021.
You hear that, people? December 21st, Christmas come early. Get your popcorn ready for the Purp Show Awards. Only on Purp Minded,
Yes.
a subsidiary of YouTube. Oh, he's right. He's real close to 2002, people. He's less than 10 away. Go get him a sub. Let's get him over the hump before he's got to do this award show. He'll have extra credibility. He'll have 2K credibility. That's what he's shooting for. I don't see how you don't get there with a picture like that.
Right. That's America's ass right there.
Oh, man.
Captain.
I don't have a problem with that.
That's Marvel ass right there.
She's probably the hottest one left. Scarlett Johansson was the hottest one, like easily. At least for me to choose, it was easy. But of who's
Can I
left
ask you a
now?
question?
Yep. What's the question?
No, never mind.
Oh,
I thought somebody was asking that question.
I was asking that question.
No.
Which chick's the hottest
Haley.
of all the ones that are left? Oh, really? The
You
new
got
one?
Haley Steinfeld. You know what I'm saying? You got Yelena. She's better than, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? I'll take her over Scarlett.
Oh, I forgot about her for a second. Ooh. She's got that hair, too. Like, Brie Larson's always got
Scarlett's
straight hair.
starting to show her age.
She's not in it anymore.
I'm just saying.
She's out. She did her movie. She's dead. She's out. She's no
Splat.
longer in the running. She can't be your favorite no more. She dead.
Splat.
I mean, Salma Hayek's a choice now. I do love me some Salma Hayek.
Thanos. What a useless character. But no spoilers.
No, that's what I keep hearing is that I don't know if they ruined the character per se, but they just did not they didn't use the character. So it would make sense that you said that she was a pointless character if that's what I've been hearing everywhere else.
You'll know when you see it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, that's nice. I look forward. Well, I need to end the stream so I can watch episode 3 of Hawkeye before I go and plow.
Yes, sir.
I should have just enough time to do that if I can get out of here soon. And we decided on this expert panel of MCU lovers, even though one of them is a DC villain. I don't entirely understand it, but yet it's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That the most compelling MCU Disney Plus leading male is Hawkeye. And you could put a target on that. See you later,
Bullseye.
everybody. I thought Bullseye was they're gonna add him? Would love to see Bullseye. I thought he was fucking hilarious. He would fit with some MCU real well. Real well. And then he can shoot him with a fucking arrow in his bullseye. Good times.